Under the lights, speaking of facts, double the price, yeah. Under the lights, we covering sports, whatever you like, yeah. Home runs in the park, touchdowns in the end zone. Knockouts in the ring, buzzer beater for the win, go hard or go home. Find out who you are when you under the lights. That pressure made a star, right there. Under the lights, you looking for the best, tune in to Under the Lights. Yeah, yeah, Under the Lights.
Yeah. Welcome back to Under the Lights. I'm your host, Big Mike, and I got nobody with me today. You understand? I'm solo dolo. For the ones who watch the show, you know I'm on here with my co-host all the time, Jordan. You know what I mean? He might be in today. He has some things going on. He might be able to come in. He might not be able to. You feel me? But even still, we got to get this shit going. You understand me? So if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify right now, you already know I appreciate you and I thank you. And if you're watching on YouTube right now, hit the like and subscribe button so you could be up to date with all things Under the Lights. You understand? So I ain't going to take too much of y'all time today, but you know we got the NBA playoffs going on. You understand me? We got the NBA playoffs going on, and quiet as kept. You know what I'm saying? We got the WNBA season about to pop off. They already had their draft. They about to pop off here in a few weeks. And yeah, man, and the NFL draft is also tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? You see the date at the top is April 24th. The first round of the draft is April 26th. You feel me? So we're going to get into a little bit of that. You know what I mean? For the ones that's listening, for the ones that's watching, if you you got somebody you got your eyes on in the draft, you know what I mean? You know, I'm going to talk about a little bit of that, who I got my eyes on. Maybe Jordan will be on by then. Who knows? Maybe he won't. But other than that, keep it pushing, man. So we're going to start with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Phoenix Suns, man. The Timberwolves go up 2-0. They go up 2-0 on the Phoenix Suns, right? They win this game 105-93. Now, the question is, you know, is this series, the way, if you've been watching this series, right, you know what I mean? It looked like Minnesota in total control. It looked like they in total control, right? So the question is that I have is this series over for the Phoenix Suns now that they up 2-0? Now, listen. They headed back to Phoenix. So maybe the crowd, or maybe they could, you know, I don't know, maybe they could, you know, muster up some guts and glory and get out this 2-0, this 0-2 hole. You feel me? Now, listen, I'm not the guy that's going to tell you, motherfuckers up 2-0, oh, it's over. I'm not the guy that's going to do that. It's over 2-0, but, you know, matter of fact, before I even get on that, I remember some at the beginning of the season. I remember being scrolling up on Instagram. I think I'm on my Explore page, right? On the Explore page, and I see Devin Booker. And he was like, you know, honestly, I don't know how they're gonna guard us. And I immediately said, I know how. They're gonna play defense, and y'all not. That's what, you know what I mean? He kind of like remember John Morant said, oh, I'm fine in the West. And he went out there, got sent home first round by my nigga LeBron and the Lakers. You know what I mean? The first round talking all that shit, kind of like a John Morant 2.0 type thing, right? But even still, I'm not the guy that'll tell you, you know what I mean? Just because it's 2-0, the series is over. But it's over. I picked the Wolves to win this game and to win this series in 6. You know what I mean? I stamped them for 6 games. But it could be over in 5. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna go 7, especially since because I don't think even if Phoenix do win game 3, I don't think they're gonna win game 4. I don't think they're gonna tie it up going back to Minnesota for game 5. You know what I'm saying? And this is also another prime example as to, you know, the regular season means absolutely nothing. The regular season means absolutely nothing because listen, you look at this right here, the Phoenix Suns pretty much had their way with the Minnesota Timberwolves all season long. They played them, they beat them 97-87. Double-digit lead. They beat them 133-115. Suns over Minnesota. Double-digit lead. That's damn near 20 points right there. And then 125-106. That was just on April 14th. You know what I'm saying? And in favor of Phoenix. So they had their way with them. You know what I mean? During the regular season. But the regular season means absolutely nothing. This is postseason now. Postseason, and you're gonna have to be able to get stops. And Minnesota is the number 1 defensive team in the National Basketball Association. They're number 1. You know what I'm saying? They're young. You know what I'm saying? You got Ant-Man, Jaden McDaniels, Mike Conley. He ain't no spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? He been around the league for a minute. Shout to Mike Conley. You know what I'm saying? You got Rudy Gobert, 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. Was it 2 or 3-time Defensive Player of the Year? Karl Anthony Towns, he's back in the lineup. And Karl Anthony Towns only missed one of those games that I just went through. He only missed one of those games. You know what I mean? So either way, they had their way with the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a double-digit beating, you know what I mean, every single time. But, you know, the thing is with the Phoenix Suns, they're not tough. They can't get stopped. They can't stop nobody. I always said, look, when they got together, I said, it's going to be a whole lot of scoring. It's going to be a whole lot of highlights, a bunch of threes, fadeaways, all of that. Because, you know, Devin Booker, KD, Bradley Beal, they're a talented group. Offensively, they're talented. Now, they defensively, not so much. You know what I mean? And that's you giving up the first game. I just told you the game before the first playoff game, it was 125-106 in favor of the Phoenix Suns. Now you get to the first playoff game, they flipped that shit. They beat their ass 120-95, and then beat them again last night. You understand what I'm saying? And they was up. You know what I mean? And these is like in the season. Man, they was beating the hell out the double-digit point leads in during the game and maintaining it all game. But in these playoffs, Minnesota, they're younger, they look hungrier, they're more physical. You know what I'm saying? They look like they want to win. Now, I don't think that's no crowd thing that's leading them on. You know what I'm saying? I think they just out there balling and Ant-Man, he only had 15 points last night. He didn't even have no big game last night. You feel me? And they still came back and won the game. He didn't have a good game. He didn't. But they were still able to rally together, you know what I mean, come back and get a dub. So there's nothing. I don't have any evidence to show it for me to say, the Phoenix Suns, they're gonna go back home and they're gonna even this series up and they're gonna make this, you know, at least a 6-game series or even a 7-game series. I don't have that evidence. You know what I mean? I'm not saying they're gonna sweep them. I don't think that, you know what I mean? But I surely do think Minnesota's going to get a game in Phoenix. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Durant averaging 24.5. You know what I mean? Maybe that ain't enough. Who knows? He just Kevin Durant, to me, dog, Kevin Durant looked like he just out there hooping. Like he always say, I just want to hoop. He just hooping. Like you just out there. It's like, I don't know if his mind is in it. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but he still got shit to prove. Them shits in Golden State, them was 2 easy championships for you. Kevin Durant go to Golden State, ain't nobody beating them. You might have a select few teams in the history of the game that can knock them down, maybe. And I'm saying, and listen, the teams I'm talking about is like the 2000 Lakers. And I'm saying that because first of all, you're going to start with Shaq. You're starting with Shaq. You will double team, you know what I mean? And whoever, Kevon Looney, and whoever else, you have no chance. So you're going to bring a double team. You got Kobe slashing to the rim. You got shooter out there and Derek Fisher, Robert Horry. They had shooting and, Kobe could get to the rim and all that type of shit. Maybe the Lakers could. Maybe 2008 Boston. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2012 Miami. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but so those 2 championships he got, they tried to put him at the top over LeBron and shit like that. And the whole time I'm like, that's not Kevin Durant. He's just in Golden State. They already was 73-9 without him. They didn't need him. You know what I'm saying? That just makes y'all unbeatable. You're overpowering the league. And you got 2 championships, 2 finals MVPs. There was no question he was the best player on that team. He deserved finals MVPs. But it was those 2 championships. It was no mystery. There was no mystique. We knew what it was going to be. The Warriors were going to win. And if they were still together today, they would be winning with Kevin Durant. You feel me? So he still got shit to prove. You know what I mean? Maybe he don't think he does, but this is just once again showing he can't do it without just having this overpowering team. He's supposed to be the best. He's the best player on that team. That's Devin Booker's squad, but he's a vet. He's a vet. He should be taking this team, putting it on his back, and getting done. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, he's not a defender. Bradley Beal's not a defender. Devin Booker's not a defender. You know what I mean? It's just not enough. So me personally, like I said, I'm not the guy that'll say, oh, it's just flat out over, but this shit over with. I don't have no confidence. I have 0 confidence in the Phoenix Suns to come back and even this series up. This series is not going to be even. It's not going to be 2-2. It will be 3-1. Hey, if they get swept, that's on them. That's another conversation for another day. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to take a game in Phoenix. That's a fact. I really, truly believe that. So if you ask me, yeah, the series is over. It's over. I don't have no evidence to say it's not. So it is what it is. A shout to the Minnesota Timberwolves. This is their first time having a 2-0 lead since back when my favorite player of all time, Kevin Garnett, was in the lineup in Phoenix. I mean, not in Phoenix, in Minnesota back in 2004, the MVP season. You know what I mean? This has been their first 2-0 lead since then. You feel what I mean? So shout to the Minnesota Timberwolves. You know what I mean? And shit. We'll see how the rest of this series play out. And I think, hey, they could go. I don't know if they can make a conference finals run. I don't think so, but they're doing some damage now against a team that's full of vets. You know what I mean? When your three players are vets, been in the league longer than everybody, you know, in Minnesota. And you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that unfolds. Moving on, sticking with the NBA, the Pacers, the Indiana Pacers, even the series last night with the Milwaukee Bucks, 1-1, headed back to Indy. They won the game 125-108. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on this game? I'll tell you my thoughts. Like I said before, I picked the Pacers to win this series simply because there is no Giannis. There is no Giannis for the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know, they can go out there and handle that. I feel like they could. You know what I mean? And so my thoughts on the game is the Pacers, you know, they made their shots. They made their shots. You know what I mean? I was watching the game at one point in time, and I swear to God, they wasn't missing. Like I don't know how long I was watching in between that time. Like the Pacers, they just didn't miss. You know what I mean? I'm like, damn, they hitting everything tonight. You know, game one, they was missing their shots, but that's what the Pacers do. They like to get up and down, you know what I'm saying, fast pace, hit three balls, you know what I'm saying, up and down the court, get in transition, things like that. They're a young team, you feel me? And I think that was the Bucks' downfall right there last night, because it ain't like the Pacers are a lock-up defensive team. You understand what I'm saying? But, you know, the Milwaukee Bucks, they're not able to get downhill in transition because Giannis is not there. And that's another reason I chose the Pacers to win this series, because now you can't slow the game down. You know what I'm saying? You know, Giannis, he slows the game down. Free throws, going to the line, and he may not hit them all, you know what I'm saying? But shit, getting downhill in transition, penetrating the lane, getting and ones, dunks, layups, that don't, when it comes to Giannis, that don't do nothing but ignite the crowd, ignite his teammates, it get contagious, you know what I'm saying? And then they start getting wide open shots. They start getting wide open shots in the corner. Bobby Portis, Brook Lopez, Dame, you know what I'm saying? Those, Chris Middleton, and then they can penetrate the lane, get wide open shots where they get anything they want, but they don't have that. You feel me? So I think the Pacers are going to win this series. You understand what I'm saying? Because you look at Dame, what do you have? He had a good game last night, but he had all his points in the first half pretty much. I think he had like 26 points in the first half or some shit like that, and ended with what, 34? I mean, that ain't. He got off to a hot start the first game. He had 35 in the first half, and that put him up a lot of points, type shit like that. But the others was chipping in well. You feel me? But in the second half, he didn't have anything. You know what I'm saying? So Dame got to make it a 4-quarter. He got to make it a 4-quarter thing. Go out there and play like that through all four quarters, and maybe they can have a different outcome. But even still, you know what I'm saying? Unless you telling me, because listen, this is the Pacers. They starting 5, 37 from Siakam, 11 from Nesmith, 22 from Miles Turner, 20 from Nembhard, and 12 points from Halliburton, and 12 assists from him. You feel what I mean? And Siakam had 11 rebounds and 6 assists. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the Pacers, you got Portis with 14, Chris Middleton with 15, Brook Lopez 22, and Dame with 34. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, they had better production last night in Indy for the Pacers. They was able to make their shots, get out in transition, and just keep the lead and step on their neck. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like they did what they were supposed to do. I picked the Pacers to win this series. I don't know if it's. I don't know. I didn't know. I don't know if it's going to be 6 games or 7. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I think it could be 6-7 game series. You know what I mean? Because like the Pacers, you know, if they're not making their shots, and that's anybody, but I'm saying like they take a lot of shots. They get up and down. If they having a not so good shooting night, you know what I mean? It's gonna be way different. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that series turns out. But like I said, I got the Pacers. You know what I mean? So I think they did what they were supposed to do. go in there and get a dub, 125 to 108, you know what I'm saying? And boom, move on to the next game. They headed back to Indy 1-1, and we'll see how that unfolds, you know what I mean? So, moving on, sticking with the NBA. With the NBA, it's a lot of action going on. And I don't know if y'all seen my Sixers the other night get robbed in New York in Madison Square Garden. I'm going to have my guy Mel on here tomorrow. You know, he a New York Knicks fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have him on here tomorrow. We're going to talk about that a little bit. Who we think going to win game 3. Obviously, you know, I'm thinking the Sixers going to win both games. We ain't losing at home. You know what I mean? Hurt or not, Joel Embiid, hurt or not. We should have won that game. We should have won that game. They called that foul on you know, and when Jalen Brunson fouled and pulled his jersey and blatantly pulled his jersey in front of the referee. Blatantly pulled Tyrese Maxey's jersey in front of the referee, and then have the you know, they need to get rid of the goddamn 2-minute report. They need to get rid of that bullshit. That don't do nothing but piss me, the fans, the coaches, the players off even more. I got it right here. The NBA admits that Tyrese Maxey was fouled twice with under 30 seconds last night, and the referees incorrectly did not call the fouls on the Knicks. No, they fucking purposely didn't call the foul on the Knicks because they want to see the Knicks do some shit. They want the Knicks is, oh, you know how everybody say, oh, the NBA is much better when the Knicks is winning. Blah, 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 blah. That's all they doing. That's all they doing. That's all they doing. I ain't backing off of it. They cheated, bro. And Nick Nurse called 2 fouls. You feel me? But hey, it is what it is. Hopefully we can get some home cooking at you know, in Philly and Wells Fargo Arena. Hopefully we can get some home cooking. You feel me? Excuse me. So, moving on. Luka and the Mavericks. He lifted the Mavericks over the Clippers to even their series as well, 1-1 going back to Dallas. Now listen, will the Dallas Mavericks go back to LA with a 3-1 lead for game 5? Let me tell you something. It's possible. I got the Mavericks winning this series. You know what I mean? In part because, one, when the games get nip and tuck, they get close, and the you know, the further along that they go, you know what I mean? We know what James Harden does. Them palms get sweaty. They get sweaty, you understand? Them palms get sweaty. We know what Paul George does. Them palms get sweaty. He get to talking, I'm mental health. No, stop. Stop. I hate when people just go straight to that because you fucked up. You know what I mean? Ain't anybody hearing that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Me? So I know what those guys do. You feel me? And I think it's because it's going to take, you know, Luka don't fear them. He hasn't beat them in the playoff series yet, but his numbers against the LA Clippers is very good. And he hasn't been victorious against them like that, but they've always had the much better team. You feel me? Now he got a guy like Kyrie Irving with him. And last night, you see, they was on point. They was making their shots. Luka was, doing Luka things. You feel me? Kyrie was doing Kyrie things. You understand? But Luka was also, like I said, getting people involved as usual, getting wide open shots for guys like Kleber. He making shots. And Tim Hardaway went out in the game. He went out. He didn't even finish the game. Kleber making shots. Kyrie also making shots. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, man, they coached by Jason Kidd. He gonna bring toughness. He old school. He gonna bring toughness. That's how he play. You understand what I'm saying? And I think the Mavs is gonna come out here and go back 3-1 back to LA. I truly believe that because now they stole one in LA. Now they get to go back home, and the crowd gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy. You feel me? Because they know they got an opportunity to go up 3-1. You feel me? And both of those teams is kind of like they kind of the same because they do a lot of shooting. If one team is off and the other one's on, hey, it's over. You know what I'm saying? But it's really, I think it's worse for the Mavs too, because if Luka, if the others are not on, you know what I'm saying? They don't have like a James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, who just came back last night. He looked a little rusty, just a little bit, you know what I mean? It's his first game since March 31st or something like that. He looked a little rusty, but still, they don't have all of those options. You know what I mean? So, but I think, you know what I mean, with as hot as the Mavericks ended their season, they was 18-5, 18-6 to end the season, or some shit like that. It could be off, give or take a few. You know what I'm saying? And I think they're gonna go back to Dallas and win both of these games because Luka is a leader, bro. Luka is a leader. We've seen Luka take a team to the Western Conference Finals with less. Now you got a guy with like Kyrie Irving, who if I'm out here giving you 30, he can also give us 30. You feel me? And now all we need is, and they make timely shots too. Luka be making them timely shots. You might think you about to go on a run. No. If he go down and hit a shot, boom, they up one. You go down, you miss, boom, he go down again. He might make the shot or somebody else might make the shot, boom. Then they go up 3, they go up 4. Now you chasing, you know what I'm saying? So, listen, I think they could damn sure go back to LA up 3-1. And if they do that, it's over. It's over. That's just what I feel. Now, my guy Jordan just came on here. I'm about to go ahead and bring him on in here, man. He's sitting here looking. What the fuck is this nigga doing, man? What's up, man? How you doing? What's up with you?
All right, how you doing, man?
Are you cold? Is it cold out there? You got the head joint on? You got a fucking mask on? What's going on?
Man, I'm just getting pulled over by the police, man. So I'm feeling
pulled over by the police.
Gangster. I'm feeling all type of gangster right now.
This nigga feeling.
Leave me be.
This nigga right here, gangster.
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't. Well, I could tell it wasn't nothing in the car because you ain't in jail. You might have told on everybody. Who knows? You feel me?
I was in there by myself, nigga.
Oh yeah, well, okay, you're right. Well, ain't nobody to tell on, so you good. You good.
Nigga, you wouldn't even be friends with me if I was that type of nigga. Get the hell out. You would not be friends with me.
Nah, but have you ever been in that situation though? No. But nah, if I knew you was like that,
okay.
If I knew you was like that, you wouldn't be sitting on here. You damn right you wouldn't. Damn right you would.
I've been in situation. So like I'll give you. There's things that happen, but I'll just give you an easy something soft. One.
Yeah.
Like some girl pushed me, boom boom, and I got her beat up. All right, I got her ass beat up. Yeah. Truth of the matter. But 10 girls jumped her. They came to me and said, "Yo, boom boom." Obviously, they asked me because the altercation. Right after the altercation, something happened to her. So then. They asked me, say, yo, what happened? Boom, boom. And I told them, I don't know what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of just I know who did that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got them to do it. But then I got suspended for 30 days because I didn't tell on nobody. That's something like soft. I was about 16.
That's soft. That's not, you're not going to jail. There's nobody throwing nobody's throwing a book at you. Oh, yeah. So you shouldn't even brought that bullshit up. Anyway.
So I don't want to be in no things like that anyway.
No. You just said you was feeling gangster, so I had to, that's all. You know what I mean? But anyway, so listen, I've already covered the T-Wolves going up 2-0 against the Suns. You know what I'm saying? I told them, I told you, I booked my shit for 6, but don't be surprised if it's over in 5. Don't be surprised. You know what I mean? Because I truly believe they're going to take a game in Phoenix. Truly believe. I was telling people. The regular season has no bearing on the postseason. Phoenix had their way with Minnesota the whole season. You know what I mean? Including the last game, they beat the hell out of them 125-96, and then they reversed that shit for game 1 of the playoffs, 95-120. You know what I mean? Then here again, you know what I mean? So covered that, covered the Pacers, even in their series with the Bucks, 1-1, headed back to Indy. You know what I'm saying?
What was you on right now?
Just got through talking about Luka lifting the Mavs over the Clippers. They even in their series, the 1-1. And can they will it be a 3-1 lead going back to LA for game 5? And I truly believe so. I believe so.
No, I don't think so, to be honest. I think this is gonna be a series where it might go 7, man.
Could be. But
I don't see why, I think we sometimes get over like when something happens and when game 1 happened, it can be a sweep, and then in game 2, like those teams are pretty much like, as I said, especially with Kawhi coming back. I don't know if he spoke about that, but obviously it's a bit different when someone of that magnitude comes back, and you might disrupt some the flow in the rotation, or the ball might be moving a bit different when it's just James Harden and Paul George. You know what I'm saying? And Paul George in the lineup.
Yeah.
But let's be very clear here, and this is what I want people to know. And I don't know if you spoke on this, but they ain't winning no chip without Kawhi. Let's be clear. You know what I mean? So I don't know if because this is the thing that things like this happen. Say he played only like 15 minutes and came off the bench, and they're like, "Oh, if he could have played, why didn't he play more?" That's what you like to say. Or you do or he plays a whole lot, you know what I'm saying, they lose, and then they're like, oh, he disrupted the thing. You know what I mean? So I think it was clearly a lose-lose situation for him because you already know game one is, and then game two comes the adjustments, man. This is normal in playoff basketball, man. It is normal, and it's not like Luka Doncic have been putting the fucking work on the Clippers for years, nigga. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like, brother, you know, all you have to do, okay, this is how they're going to defend me. This is how they're going, okay, we're going to make the necessary adjustments. And it's not like Luka shot the ball well. All it was they shot the ball well, meaning the others.
Yeah.
Just like how you talk about when, you know, the Lakers and the others stepped up heavily in this game. You know, PJ Washington out there balling. You know
hitting
what I mean?
Shots, hitting corner threes, all that.
And defending Kawhi he was defending, my nigga.
Yo, do you know Luka is their players are 28? Their shooting percentage is 28% when he's guarding him. Now,
yeah, like Luka sometimes will just sit there and defend, right? Like he'll sit there and defend, and then there's occasions where this nigga just straight up just gets blown by. But it's like there's occasions where he sits out there and he defends niggas. You can't just bully this nigga. You definitely can't do that.
Luka's a big body. He's 6'7", probably 240. He got some weight. He's not no 6'7" scrawny guy. You know what I'm saying? Remember, guys are talking about, man, Luka need to get in shape. He got weight on him. Well, that just means he got grown man strength as well. You feel what I'm saying? And I said the reason why I said it could be 3-1 is because, so let's just say, and I'm thinking like this, right? Let's say they go back 2-1 in Dallas. 2-1, boom. Dallas, they win game 3, right? You know what I mean? Well, you know, you don't want to go back, oh my God, we 3-1. You don't want to. And just going off history, you know what I mean? That's a little pressure because you don't want to go back 3-1. Oh, we got to win this game. We got to win this game. And what do we see when we look at history, when there's a little bit of pressure applied to Paul George and James Harden? Them palms get sweaty. Luka palms don't get sweaty. Kyrie palms don't get sweaty. You feel me? So they out there with two guys who done been in the field, been in the fire. They drive the motherfucking Sahara Desert. That ball stick to them. You feel me? So that's why I said that. Go ahead.
Okay. I think we put this thing that, okay, Kyrie palms don't get sweaty. We know that was a long time ago.
Okay.
But we've seen Kyrie in situations where he had to be the man, and situations where he was that guy, and it didn't work out, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But I always told you,
had a bunch of those ones, my nigga.
But I also told you, Kyrie, I don't think just because I say his palms don't get sweaty, that don't mean that he's the guy that can take a franchise over to the promised land. I don't think Kyrie's that type of player anyway. I don't think Kyrie could do what Luka did. You know what I mean? Go to the West. I don't think he could do that. If Luka was not on his team, this team would not be in the playoffs. So I don't think Kyrie's that type of guy. I think Kyrie is a motherfucking goddamn good player with the skill that he has, all of that. But when it comes to putting the team on your back, I don't think that's him.
Yeah, and it's like, and don't forget about what's his name too. Like I think Paul George had that thing, pandemic P or whatever.
It was before that.
But
before
don't get
that,
me wrong,
in OKC and in Indy.
Indy, he did well, kind of, because Indy wasn't like he was like that you know, he was on the up and coming. So anything he did was like a bonus. It wasn't like he was.
Okay, let me run something by you real quick. Okay,
go.
You get done bad at Indy. You tell the people hold on. You tell the people you don't want to be back, and you go out there and get swept. Okay, then you go to OKC, right? You go out there and get your motherfucking ass bust by Joe Ingles from Utah Jazz. And that's that series. You also had 5 fucking points and Russell Westbrook out there balling his motherfucking ass out, right? So that summer, so basically you folded in the playoffs again. That summer, you go out in the city of Oklahoma City, and tell the people, I'm coming back. I ain't going nowhere. All this shit. We're going to do And you come out there and you lay another motherfucking egg and get sent home. Remember, that's the Dame Wave game. That's the Dame Wave, that series. You know what I mean? Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Paul.
What about when he went to the Western Conference Finals with the Clippers too on his one way?
Is that all we got to look? That's all we got to look at. Well,
you have Indiana. And then you have the run with the.
You have Indy. You got Indy. You got Indiana.
Kyrie has what though? He only has that championship run in.
You got Indiana. You got those 2 years in OKC, and then you got all these years with the Clippers. And so with all the talent that y'all had, you've been to the Western Conference Finals one time.
He's been far with Indiana though.
He been. That was back 2014, Jordan.
The
That was
same thing with
2014.
Kyrie. What the fuck is Kyrie doing for us
But listen,
lately?
I'm telling you, Kyrie ain't that guy. I'm already telling you that. He not that. I'm telling you that we seen Paul George, them palms get sweaty, man. And when you got a guy like him and James Harden on the same team with a little bit of pressure applied, it can happen. That's why I said it could damn well be 3-1. It could be that, bro. And 3-1, oh man. They might go out there shaking like motherfucking Scooby-Doo cartoon, nigga. Telling you, bro. It could happen.
I mean, I think it could happen. You know what I'm saying? It's more likely probably gonna be a split. You know what I mean? You know,
2-2 on the way back to game 5.
yeah, man. I don't see why.
All
I think this is a 7-game series written all over it right here, baby.
All right.
You know, and I'll be surprised. I would be surprised if Dallas comes out there and just spanks that ass. You know what I'm saying? Because they do got Kawhi, and Kawhi is not a nigga whose palms get sweaty. That nigga does that action in the prime time. So, but not to say he hasn't had those times. Like he had the meltdown. Don't get me wrong. He's had that. He's had that. He ain't them nigga that you can't say that he hasn't. He's had that, and that's what people need to understand. Every player has had those moments, bro. Don't try and make it seem that Michael Jordan hasn't had moments. I don't want to hit. Everyone's had moments, bro.
Who said that?
I mean, who else is gonna say that? Come on, who comes on the show? Don't act like
you talking about Top?
Yeah, you know he's gonna say
I
that.
thought you talking about me. About saying, I know I ain't never said that.
No.
All right.
So, yeah. So I think that but let me tell you something about Luka. Luka is that nigga, bro.
He's that nigga, bro.
He didn't shoot the ball like totally well, but let me tell you something. I don't know, like he's just entertaining, nigga. Like I don't know why niggas be on this nigga, but he holds up. This nigga, bro, is not scared of nobody. You feel what I'm saying? He will go at any nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And he will talk that shit, bro. I love it, man. I love it, man. Let me tell you something. I will be super excited, bro, if Luka plays Anthony Edwards, bro.
That'll be exciting.
That'll be exciting, bro.
That'll be exciting. Like, they would be. And listen, like this. Remember we said. Remember I was talking about Luka. He played a good game. He had 31 last game, 31-13, and blah 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 blah. Well, he was 11 for 26 again this game with 32, 9, and 6. Kyrie didn't shoot as well either. He was 8. Remember last game, he was, what was he, 10 of 16, 10 of 18? This time he was 8 of 18 for 23 points. But it's PJ Washington was hitting them key shots in the corner, timely shots, all of that. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, listen, I'm saying the question is, will the Mavs go back to LA with a 3-1 lead? I'm calling yeah. Just because I'm calling yeah. And I got the Mavs winning the series, but this question right here, I got them winning both games at home. I got them winning both games at home. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but fuck it, I ain't tripping. So, moving on. Now, you know, we talked about the Boston Celtics versus the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? We all know Jimmy, he ain't playing, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? And you was like, you don't give a fuck. You still got Miami going to 7. You feel what I'm saying? So now the question is this, and you my nigga, I don't want you to be wrong by yourself, so I'm going to go out here with you. I told you Miami is 7, I'm going with you. You feel me? Do I believe that 100%? Hell the fuck no, I don't. But I'm going to jump out there with you, nigga. You feel me? So the question is this. If Boston does go up 2-0 tonight, how confident are you that Miami can still win this series in 7? On a scale from 1 to 10, how confident would you still be if they go out here and go down 0-2 tonight? They go down 2-0 to Boston. What's your confidence level at on a scale from 1 to 10?
Maybe about 6 or 7 because you're because you
no, motherfucker. 6 or pick one.
6.
Okay, 6.
Because 6.5. But like, you know,
6.5, okay.
I feel that way because you know what they say, like it's not a series until someone wins on the other team's home court. You know what I mean? So if they hold at home, you know what I'm saying, then boom. We're gonna be sitting here right back. So I just feel that if Miami needs to get this win today, and the other game, I feel that bro, first game is always a game about adjustments. Eric Spoelstra is one of the best coaches in the league, bro. He's gonna make some adjustments, man. You know, he's gonna make some adjustments. And I didn't get to watch the first game, so I can't really go in and really speak on it in terms of in depth. But I need to watch this game today. You know what I'm saying? So I can talk about this in depth on Thursday or Friday.
We come Thursday. We will be on tomorrow. We will be on.
So like I need to know, like, I mean, I need to see what adjustments he's gonna be having to make. You know what I'm saying? And what, because I'm
Yeah.
gonna try and watch both from that game to this game to see what adjustments he's made. And we know Eric Spoelstra's good at making adjustments. You feel what I'm saying? But they have a tall task ahead of them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because Boston got a lot of weapons, bro. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But Tyler Hero, Bam, yo, those guys over there are just dogs, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. When you punch Boston in the mouth, man,
Yes.
they
Remember?
wiggling. They
Yes.
wiggling and they moving like Devin Haney, bro.
Yes.
They moving like this nigga with his legs flopping all over the place. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like you hit them in the mouth, bro. And I know Aaron don't want to hear this on the group chat. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Boston has been known when they get hit in the mouth, they just kind of, I don't know, man. They just resort back into some bullshit. I don't know what it is about Boston.
Yeah.
But Miami and them just have, honestly, this is how I feel about Miami and Boston. It don't really matter who playing, bro. It's always going to be a dog fight type of series, man. You know what I mean? So I know Jimmy being out is something big, but it's just the way that they play against each other. I just feel that no matter what, it's always going to be a tough one.
It's a rivalry, bro. I mean, and I know, listen, it was more of a rivalry, you know, when you got, you know, the Miami Heat versus Boston back in the, you know, the mid 2010, 2011, 2012 type shit. It may have been better then, but still, I think it's still kind of like a rivalry. You know what I mean? Because last year they had that grueling series. It was up 3-0. Then then Boston came back 1-3. Then they lost the last one. You know what I mean? Lost in 7. You know what I mean? Now it's back here again. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's always going to be there. But I think the main thing is everybody know Miami coming to throw them hands. Miami coming to fight. Miami's not coming to, okay, we're going to talk about it. We're going to diffuse the situation. No. We ready to fight. We ready to get busy. So it ain't no talking. So throw the ball up and let's go. You understand what I'm saying? Who's Devin Haney? Who's Ryan Garcia? You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, like, last game, bro, remember I told you, and I know you know this type of shit, but remember I told you, you know, when the Lakers, you said the Lakers beat the Celtics without AD LeBron. Remember that? I said, well, yeah, nigga. If that night they made 22 threes, if you're going to go tell me they're going to make 22 threes in one night, they can go, and each night, they can go to the finals. You know what I'm saying? And that right there was the difference in the ball game to me. They won by 20. But they were 22, what was this? 22 of 49 from 3. So that's 45%. While Miami was 12 of 37, 32%. So, and the thing is, Eric Spoelstra, I think, you know, he goes into that zone. He goes into that zone, that 2-3 zone a lot. You feel me? And they was in that, and they was lighting that shit up. I was watching the game like, I think Eric Spoelstra he gonna stay in this zone because he like, or maybe they can't stay hot all game or what. I don't know what was going through his mind, but when they was in that zone, nigga, they was eating that shit alive with the 3-point shooting ability. So maybe tonight they don't make 22 threes. Maybe they don't, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe he does more man-to-man, tell him, hey, get up under him. You know what I'm saying? Get, 6'9", Jason Tatum. You might be a little shorter. Get up under him. Maybe he's make him uncomfortable. You understand what I'm saying? So, but to me, if they go up 2-0 tonight, you know what I mean? My confidence ain't as high as yours. I go to like a 4. You know what I mean? That they can still win the game. I'm serious. I'm saying because, bro, unless you telling me Miami gonna go out there and they're gonna have to be able to shoot the ball well, bro. They're gonna have to shoot it well. You feel me? So not having Jimmy is big. I know Tyler Hero and Bam, they dogs out there, but you're gonna need some. Boston's loaded. You're going to need somebody else to frustrate a Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, you know what I mean, to slow one of those guys down. You know what I'm saying? That's another defender, tough defender right there who don't back down from no challenge either. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, make sure you watch that game tonight, bro. Watch the game. Watch that game tonight. It's going to be –
I like Miami, so I'm going to watch it.
I don't think it's going to be by 20, though. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I don't.
Adjustments is going to be made, bro.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question real quick, though. So what adjustments would you make if you in this 2-3 zone and they just shooting the lights out, or you just like, fuck it, we just gonna go man, or fuck it, hey, we gonna get the ball out his hands and we just gotta rotate on defense. Or what adjustments would you make in that situation?
That's why I need to watch the game again properly so I can see like what adjustments I would make in that situation.
Okay.
I can't really say, what I would do. Really, but I really don't know. They might have to do like a 1-3-1 zone, or I don't know what they're gonna do.
They're gonna come up with something.
Yeah, they're gonna come up with something.
This is what's gonna have to happen. Miami's gonna have to get out to one of those starts. When it's like you might look up and turn the game on, or you watching the game, it might be 21-4. You get out fast. Get up to 10, 15 points type of shit like that, or maybe the first quarter might be 15-35. You feel me? Some shit like that, because they're going to have to do that. And then, boom, let's go to this zone, see what we can do. See if we can neutralize this. See if we can neutralize that. Oh, let's switch this. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're going to have to get out to a fast start and then still go down there and then slow it down on the offensive side of the ball and get some buckets. When it's time to run in transition, go out there and run and get buckets in transition too, to keep this game, away from Boston. Because you don't want Boston, that the crowd get to going and they get excited. They getting, oh my God, shots start falling and shit. So from everywhere, raining and shit. So you don't want that. They just got to get out to a fast start.
Yeah. You can also go. It's like whether you want to speed it up, you want to slow it down. You want to slow it down, get into a gritty type of game, or do you want to speed it up and allow some of your athletes to kind of, you just make it a track meet, and whoever can outrun the other team. I don't know what it would be, but I'm thinking maybe it might have to be, because I don't know how much creativity now that Rozier's not there. Like Rozier, is hurt, which is a big miss for them as well.
Yes, another ball handler, shot maker, shot creator.
Yeah, exactly. So it's heavily reliant on Tyler Hero. You know what I'm saying, on shot creation and getting people open looks and penetrating the D and putting pressure on the defense, I should say. These guys have a lot to do. So I don't know which one's gonna be the.
I would like to see Patty Mills get some more run before the shooting. He didn't play at all. Patty Mills has been through it all. He's been through with the Spurs. He's a Spurs guy. You see, he's a Spurs guy. You know what I mean? He know how to play the game of basketball. Run around screens, quick release, make shots. I would like to see him get involved more in the game. Like I said, he didn't get in. He didn't play at all. You're
gonna have him there, but then you have him and Tyler Hero, who aren't the greatest defenders.
No, I get it, but what I'm saying is this: you're gonna have to get some threes from somewhere. Patty Mills can do that. He ain't got to play 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Get him in there. You know what I'm saying? Have him run around some screens, try to get open, get some open looks, and try to get the ball in the bucket. That's just another way. You know what I mean? Because it ain't like they got Jimmy out there or Terry Rozier who can create it. We know Tyler Hero can, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? A bunch of ball handlers that can get to the rim to get a bucket and draw the foul. That ain't Patty Mills, but he can damn sure shoot that motherfucker. That's just another avenue for scoring. That's all I'm saying. Just get 10 minutes. See what he can give you. 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something. But 0 minutes for somebody like Patty Mills who can shoot it and can shoot it well and don't fold in the playoffs, and he's been through the fire. He need to be in the game sometime, for sure. So, moving on, transitioning to football. Now, we had this conversation the other day. We was talking about, people that, Reggie Bush, things like that, and, Josh Giddey. I went on a rant the other day. I'm going to put the clip up, put the clip up. But we hear now that Reggie Bush is getting his 2005 Heisman Trophy returned to him. Are you happy with this decision? I ain't got much to say. You know what I mean? I spoke about it the other day. My question is, obviously I'm happy with the decision, but my question is, why the fuck did you take it from the man anyway? He went out. He's only one of if not one of the greatest college football players that we have ever laid eyes on. You know what I'm saying? And the man did not go out there and cheat his way to a Heisman Trophy. There's no stories about steroids, performance enhancement drugs. There's none of that shit. None of that. when he was running all across the field on these niggas, man, that was pure work and talent and just, that was God-given talent, but it was also the work he put in as well. You know what I'm saying? You can't take that. You can't. Why would you want to take that away from Reggie Bush in the first place? All because he took some money on the side. So wait a minute, my jerseys is all in stores. I look up in the stands at the LA Coliseum where they play over 100,000 motherfucking people, and it got to be 30,000 number 5 jerseys out there. It's thousands of number 5 jerseys out there, and he wasn't getting none of that money. None of that money. And then, he brought so much swag to college football. He the reason niggas start writing their area code or writing anything up on the liners under their eye. He the reason 6'1", maybe at the 619. He the reason for that. He brought swag. He brought every Saturday you were tuned in. He put the butts in the seat. Anybody going to go see no motherfucking Matt Leinart? They're not. They're going to go see number 5, Reggie Bush. Matt Leinart was a good college quarterback, but he ain't the one shaking the draws off niggas. He ain't the one spinning on niggas. He ain't the run with 60, 70-yard touchdown runs, receiving touchdowns, punt returns, and all of that. He's not. So what? He never should have had to take it from him in the first place. He didn't do anything that would help him enhance his ability to be a better football player. All he did was take some money because the nigga was broke. You making money off of me? Pete Carroll, you don't get the contract that you got unless the football team is putting up a bunch of views and numbers and shit on that screen on Saturday. We wouldn't hear nothing about USC basketball, huh? No, USC football was the shit. They was the cream of the crop, top tier. And for 12 straight weeks, you were watching USC football. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the regular season. You feel me? So I'm so happy he got that trophy back. It should have never been taken away from him, but hell, he got it back now. Congrats to Reggie Bush. And let's not do that shit again. Now you got motherfuckers getting NIL deals. What's wrong? What's wrong? I don't understand it. You college coaches, you're not getting paid unless your squad is like that. You're not. So they bring in so much money. The fuck out of here, man. They should have never took it from him.
So the question is, at that time, did he do something that was not supposed to be?
Obviously, yeah, he took money. He took money. But you take
from
this man that was caused by playing football, not cheating football. You took
did anybody else that had the Heisman do the same thing or no?
I don't think so. And if so, they didn't take it from him.
Yeah, so I mean, if that was something that was implemented, and if that's like a rule, or if that's like something, then him getting it taken away is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
as soon as they were able to, people are starting, with the name, image, and likeness. As soon as that stuff came in, then it was time to be like, okay, you can get that shit back I guess so, because now it's commonplace. Now it's okay. At that time though, you know what I'm saying? If that was the rule, then that's just the rule, nigga. It is what it is, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it's a dumbass rule, bro. Because somebody,
Now, from when we look at it now,
even no. Even when it happened, it's a dumb rule, bro. Why would you take? Okay, I know that you implemented the rule. You cannot take money. All right, cool. But why? They're making money for your university and they get nothing. You know how many motherfucking parents, superstar college athletes, parents at home living in the projects, nigga, and they got motherfucking jerseys in the stores, jerseys in the stands. Nigga, they don't even got no money to go eat. You know what I mean? Like, you're not telling me that taking money on the side. Now, I wasn't betting on the game. I'm not cheating. Like I said, you can check my veins. There's no steroid, PED, nothing. I'm 100% legit when it comes to being on that field, which is where the Heisman was won. The Heisman wasn't won because he got paid some money and he paid the staff and said, give me that trophy. That's not what happened. I just feel like, yeah, it's the rule, but that's a stupid ass rule to begin with. PEDs, take it away from him. You ain't gonna hear nothing from me. Anything that cheats the game, tell me where he cheated the game at. You cheat the game, you deserve what's coming to you, baby. But if you didn't cheat the game, you should have never took my shit. You can suspend me. You can say, you know what, you're going to be suspended for these 2 games or whatever the case may be because you took money. Don't take my Heisman Trophy from me because I earned it 100%.
I mean, I hear you. I just think that if it's a rule and that's just what it was, and if that's the consequences that was implemented beforehand, then it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing beforehand, but I don't blame him. I think any one of us would do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was thing by it, right? Like he said, it didn't matter. He knows he won the shit anyway. He knew he won it. You know what I'm saying? Everyone knew he was that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Or at that time, it was him and Steve. What was it? Young.
Who?
Like
Vince Young. Yeah.
They were balling out. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that was
the greatest national championship game ever. Texas USC.
Yeah. And that was like, you know, I don't think whether or not he got the Heisman and nigga, everyone knew that he won that shit. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, and as long as he got that shit back, now that everything is all like you're allowed to take money and get money from whatever, and you know what I'm saying, you can get money from your name and all that. You know, it's time now. You know what I'm saying? So give him that shit back and keep it pushing. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I'd have snatched it from their ass and gave him the motherfucking middle finger. That's what I did. My acceptance of my Heisman Trophy back to me is not going to be politically correct. It's not. I'm gonna come out there and let them motherfucking know they should have took this. Y'all know they should have took this from me in the first place. And I'm just like everything I just explained. I would say all of that. But thank you for realizing I didn't cheat the game. Thank you for realizing I needed money. My parents, y'all was making money off me. Thank you. I appreciate that. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's definitely not going to be no, I waited for this for so long. No, hell no. No, you're going to feel what you're going to hear and feel what the fuck I've been having to go through this whole motherfucking time. And I'm going to let you fucking know it. I ain't going to be nice about the shit. So you're going to feel all this wrath, all the motherfucking work I put in. I ain't run 4-3 from getting no money. I didn't score these touchdowns from getting no motherfucking money. Shit.
What's crazy?
Man, because I accepted the money. I was the man before the money. The man.
Did you think he was like? I know his NFL career wasn't the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
Why you think it didn't pan out for him?
So he got drafted to the New Orleans Saints, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And even with him coming into the draft, they were saying, like Reggie Bush, he's not an in-between the tackles runner. He's not an in-between the tackles runner. That's what he was saying. It was always, because you look at USC, I mean, it was a lot of outside runs. And if they did, he'd be bouncing everything outside. I mean, he had the speed to do that. College is different from the NFL. Everybody fast in college. There's so many niggas that run 4.3s, 4.4s. You know what I mean? You got angles, people that, you know how to go at the angle here, this, then the third to catch this faster guy. You know what I mean? If you didn't, I mean, Tyreek Hill, he just going to leave everybody. You feel me? So I think that played a part in it. I don't think Reggie Bush was an every down back in the NFL. You feel what I'm saying? He was one of those guys kind of like, I don't want to say a gadget. Well, you could have used him like a gadget guy. I think he would have went longer had he, get used like a Alvin Kamara, you know what I'm saying? Or Saquon Barkley or DeAndre Swift. You can line him up and play the slot, or you can put him in the backfield. If they would have did more of that, maybe it would have went longer. But he's not a big guy. He's not an every down back guy. You know what I mean? So I think that's it. At UFC, he was the man. He got all the touches. He got all the receptions. Well, a lot of receptions and a lot of rushing attempts. And NFL is different, bro. It's just different. So I think if he was a more of an in between the tackles runner, Reggie Bush works. You know what? Maybe he was a little bit ahead of his time with his skill set. Reggie Bush now, oh my God. If he was that now, oh man, with all the passing and all of that shit, oh my God. The things that they doing with the running backs and shit now, you line them up in the slot, they can go out. Oh my God. He would be better now than he was back then. Cause back then we want you to be running through the tackles. You know what I'm saying? They want you to have that old school mentality type shit. And now it's a different day. His game would be way better now than it was back then. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the difference in his career versus USC in the college and NFL. So, as we are talking about the NFL. The NFL draft is tomorrow night, 8 p.m. You understand me? Is there anybody in the draft that you have your eyes on right now for your team? And your team would be the Baltimore Ravens. My team would be the Philadelphia Eagles. You understand me? You want me to take it?
Yeah, because I'm not.
Okay. So look, I told your ass to look up some shit. God damn it! I told you, nigga. I told you. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I don't want to see no skilled player drafted on the offensive side of the ball. The first 2-3 picks, I don't want to see nobody on the offensive side of the football. Our offensive line is intact. Yes, Jason Kelce retired, but we got Cam Jurgens. He slid over to the center spot. He played center before. He can play center now. He was up under Jason Kelce, up under his wing, learning from him, next to him every week on that line. You feel me? He slides over. We got Tyler Steen from Alabama. He was a rookie last year. Boom. He's a guard. He can play guard. Nice, big, you know what I'm saying, strong, sturdy young man. You know what I'm saying? He can go in there and get the job done. We just signed Jordan Mailata for left tackle. We still got a Hall of Fame a right tackle in Lane Johnson. We got Saquon Barkley. We got A.J. Brown. Just extended Devontae Smith. We got Devontae Parker. Still got Dallas Goedert. He's got Jalen Donut Hurts. I don't want to see nobody else drafted on the offensive side of the ball in the first 2-3 picks, maybe 4. But who I got my eyes on, first and foremost, let me start on our weakness. I would love to get Kool-Aid McKinstry out of Alabama. And I'm hearing that we talk about moving up in the draft. You know, Howie, he always on the phones. He know what our weaknesses is. That's why we went and got Devin White. Here he on the phones talking about moving up in the draft because we don't think Kool-Aid McKinstry from Alabama, the best corner in college football in the SEC, don't think he might not be there. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't think they're going to make a trade and get Pat Surtain from Denver when you had to give up a first-round pick. You know what I'm saying? Kool-Aid McKinstry, he's also from Alabama, just like Pat Surtain. He's solid, he's sound, he's fast, he's smart, and he can get the job. I think he's one of those corners that can come make that leap in the NFL. It'd be a rookie, but he can definitely fit in. He got the speed, he got the hips, open the hips, all of that shit, man. Can stick with his man. I like that pick. Or Kenyon Mitchell from Toledo, another top corner in the draft. So those two guys, and then another guy I got on my radar is who I've seen us talking about just maybe about a couple months ago is Peyton Wilson from North Carolina State, middle linebacker. You watch him on film, you watch him at the combine. He ran 4.4 at the combine. You watch the film, he running 4.4 on the field in the game. You feel me? So I like how he reminds me of Luke Kuechly from used to play the retired linebacker from the Carolina Panthers. Remember him? Yeah. Luke Kuechly, he reminds me of him. The way he move, the way he get to the ball, he's a secure tackler. You know what I'm saying? Smart. And if he can get to the ball the way he did in college, like in the NFL and make plays, and you also gonna have Devin White with you too, you know what I'm saying? That'd be great. Now, keep in mind, we still do got Nakobe Dean, but me personally, I just don't think he's the guy. He's always hurt, and he's a little undersized. I don't want that shit. We need Peyton Wilson, 6'3", 6'4", nice, big. That's what I want. Devin White, fast, strong, nice size on him, 6'1", 6'2" type shit, maybe. That's who I got my eyes on. Corners and Peyton Wilson. That's who I got my eyes on. You feel what I'm saying? So hopefully we can go out here and make some big moves. You know what I mean, for the draft, and not only big moves, but the right moves. So we can come out here and have a successful season. I don't want the season. Like I told you before, if we lose, if we don't go to the Super Bowl, or we get to the Super Bowl and we lose, or whatever the case may be, I can accept it better when I know you went out swinging all the way to the ground, all the way. You know what I'm saying? So I can accept it better versus just giving up type shit, or you lose your last 6 or 7, whether it's the coaching or whether it's the fucking players. It don't even matter. I can accept it better if you go all the way out swinging. So that's where I'm at with that.
Well, you see, I don't know, like I'm not like big on the college football recently, but
you're gonna have to start getting on that, baby.
Yeah, I know, but I know the positions of needs 100%.
Right.
Like 1,000%.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna need some offensive linemen. We got 9 picks in the draft.
Right.
We got 9 picks. I'm gonna need an offensive lineman. I'm gonna need some pass rushers, obviously, right?
Yep.
And I'm gonna need some cornerbacks,
Right.
right? Because we have lost about 9 to 10 starters, and a lot of that is on the defensive side of the ball. But
Right.
we also need to, because Lamar Jackson a lot of times he's on the run, because you know what I'm saying, the offensive line is just, it wasn't the greatest.
Okay.
So that is the positions of needs that we need. I'm not gonna sit over here and go, we need wide receivers. We got an offensive package, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can get one in one good one, if you want to say you want to use that as your first round pick, I wouldn't recommend that. You know what I'm saying? I think we need a pass rusher, big time, and 100% we need an offensive lineman. 100%. Like 100%.
Who would you want first, the offensive lineman or a pass rusher?
Offensive lineman.
Offensive lineman. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all got the 30th pick. Okay. And offensive lineman, are you looking for a tackle or a guard? Because the tackle is going, those really good ones, they the ones that go high. They go high, like a Joe Thomas. Remember, he went number 1 type shit. He left tackle, protecting the blind side type shit like that. They'll go high. And I doubt you will get a high. I mean, you don't always have to get a high draft pick in order for them to be good. You feel what I'm saying? But, I'm just going off of, if you're looking at the draft, like, man, I want this guy. Y'all got the 30th pick. You know what I mean? And if you want a guard, I doubt they ain't not gonna take a guard that high.
Offensive tackle, man.
Offensive tackle. I mean, to get if they were looking at, like trying to get like one of the best ones type shit, then they would have to move up in the draft, because protecting the blind side is, but don't y'all still got Ronnie Stanley, or is he not coming back?
Ronnie Stanley. I think we let go of, I think, center. I'm not sure.
Okay.
To check. I'd have to check, but 100% an offensive tackle is needed, bro. 100% offensive tackle is needed, man.
Yeah,
like
so
100%, bro. 100%.
Yeah, I'm looking at y'all draft right now. So you got the 30th pick in the first round, and then in the second round you have the 62nd pick. Third round you have the 93rd pick. Round 4, man. It's like y'all picking towards the bottom each round. So you would have to try to move up and try to get a good offensive O lineman, or a pass rusher, or maybe they say, hey, we good on the O line. Let's try to trade up in the draft and
I can
get somebody.
almost guarantee you we're gonna get an offensive lineman.
O lineman, okay.
I can almost guarantee.
All right.
I can guarantee.
Well, I'm definitely gonna be watching
that in the pass rusher for sure. We need our defense has been dismantled, bro.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna be watching 8:00 live. You know what I mean? Watching the draft, and I'm gonna watch the whole first round just to see who's getting who. You know what I mean? Who my Eagles gonna pick up with 22 if we even stay. I don't think Howie's gonna stay at. Howie ain't doing that. Howie ain't staying at 22. He's gonna move up. He's going to do that. He's gonna do that. I truly believe that. And listen, I wouldn't be surprised if it be a major splash with Howie on draft day for another player, or for a trade or anything. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I don't know. We don't know what Howie always got some up his sleeve, but I'm hoping he got some up his sleeve for the greater good that can get us playing back in February, hoisting that Lombardi trophy. So that's all I'm worried about.
We extended Rashad Bateman.
Okay. All right. That's cool.
Yeah, we extended Rashad Bateman, man, which is a big move. And they picked up Chase. Chase is staying with the Bengals.
Jamar Chase, yeah. He ain't going nowhere.
Picked up something on him. Chase.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chase. Bengal picked up the option.
Yeah, of course. They're not letting him go. They weren't gonna let him even think about leaving. So he will be getting paid. He'll get paid immediately. So listen, man. That's our show for the day, y'all. You feel me? Just want to come holler at y'all. Shout out to my nigga Jordan. You know what I mean? Had police pulled him over and shit. He was in there a little shook and everything. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But God got it. God got it. You feel me? You feel me? So listen, man.
Still got on. That's what it's about.
And still got on too. You know what I mean? My nigga always come on. You feel me? Even when he down and out, you know what I mean? He come on. You feel me? So, if you're watching on YouTube right now, hit the like and subscribe button. Make sure you can be up to date with all things under the lights. And if you listen on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify right now, we thank you as well too. You feel me? So make sure y'all tune in to tonight's game. Who we got? The Heat versus the Celtics, game 2. Who we got after that, man? We got the Pelicans Thunder, game 2. You know what I'm saying?
You know what we need to do one time? We need to have a show when the game is on, bro. And we talking basketball when it's going on.
Well, I'll tell you what. It ain't going to be my Sixers and it won't be my Eagles. I don't watch TV when they on. I told you that before. I'm at home.
There's other games like the Clippers-Dallas game or, on a Saturday when, or whatever the case on a Sunday or,
Let's do it. Let's try to do it. You want to do it for the finals? Or you want to do it before then?
I mean, I'd rather do it before then so we can get a glimpse of how we gonna do it.
All right.
That'll be good. I think that'll be blessed.
Okay. It might be a little delay, you know what I mean? But it's cool. It's cool. We can get it done. We can do that. I'll put the TV up right here, some shit. You know what I mean? Watch that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
That shit will be dope, man. Niggas talking that shit when the game going on.
Look at that shit. Hey, you know what? Look at this motherfucking schedule real quick.
Real talk.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Sixers and Eagles and LeBron. That's off limits. I gotta be all the way zoned in when my niggas is on. I can't do it. I'm gonna just keep it 100. I ain't never done it. I don't go to the people. Hey, let's go watch the game. No, I'm watching the game at home, and no, you cannot come over. I'm not about to be sitting.
We got 8:30 Sunday, man.
8:30 Sunday. Who's 8:30 Sunday?
The Lakers Nuggets, baby.
I'm not doing with LeBron on. No.
LeBron.
I just told you. Sixers, Eagles, LeBron playing.
No, I didn't know you said LeBron playing. I thought
hell yeah. No, hell no.
Eagles. I thought it was just Sixers.
No. Listen, my guys, I'm not watching nowhere but on my couch at the crib on this motherfucking screen. I don't answer. You know me. I don't answer phone calls. I don't call you talking crazy. I don't do that. You feel me?
We do 9:30 Phoenix, Minnesota then. That's Sunday.
All right. Let's do it. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool. We can do that. Hey, you know what else would be? Hold on. Listen though. The Bucks and the Pacers is playing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you know.
What day on the 7th?
That's Sunday, 7 p.m. Right? Now you know my nigga E. He a Pacer fan. He'll come on during the game. He'll do that. You know what I mean? I'm a little superstitious. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I never done it, and I ain't gonna start today. You feel me? So I'm gonna ask him if he want that way. It could be, us three on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And we can do it. Either or. I'm gonna ask him if he want to do it. You want to do it? Cool. If not, then shit. We can do the other one. He said, he just responded. He said, I'm not watching if the Pacers, Clippers, or the Colts. So yeah, he let me tell you something. This motherfucker. Hey, he ain't even normally like that. You ain't even normally like that, bitch ass nigga. You know that shit. Nigga. You know what I'm saying? But listen though.
It's so we're Friday too, so who knows?
So yeah. You said what?
Even because the late games on Friday as well, 10:30 Minnesota, Phoenix.
Yo, what if we do Clippers, Mavericks? We'll make it make sense. We'll make it make sense. You know what I mean? So listen, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? That's our show for the day, people. And we gone.